Hello everyone, welcome. How are we? Hope we're well. It's Saturday evening, which means this is a bonus. This is a bonus night. We don't normally stream on a Saturday, but here we are. Reason being, of course, there was a little bit of stuff happened this week with regards to not streaming on Wednesday. So, of course, we didn't do Wednesday. And, of course, we're now here doing the catch-up show. Last night was a bit of a difficult one. It was up and down. We started the stream in a pretty good position. And we were thinking, hey, things are going to be fine. You know, we're not going to... You know, we're still going to be battling for the title and battling for promotion. And then, as always, we hit a bit of a roadblock with some dodgy results. But 8 games to go. 8 games to go. Let's see. Can we do it? Can we get ourselves into that elusive second place and hopefully nudge ourselves up into Super League 1 thanks to Super Dumbia or our new emote favourite, Super Mario. Let's have a little look, shall we? Welcome, everybody. How are we? Hope we're good. This is, of course, another one of our fantastic Larisa evenings. There's the emote. Super Mario is in the house. Yeah, we talked about needing a Super Mario emote, so I was like, right, you know what, let's get one done. I'm sure there's no copyright infringements at all with that. He signed a new deal, so that's why we've given him the emote. We should also say as well, hello to our friends over on YouTube, because of course we are able to multi-stream now. I didn't do it last night because we're a bit sort of pushed for time, but hello to the YouTube crowd as well. We will of course bounce around back and forth with the chat. Everyone's friendly around here. Ultimately, what we have to do though is we have to say, if you are in either of those areas, please come and join the Discord and come and hang out with us as a collective. Obviously, we figure we are trying to sort of span both streaming platforms, because we've got people who don't want Twitch, we've got people who don't want YouTube, and you know, according to the terms of the TOS, we now can. So there you go. This is where we are then. Okay, so we're currently sat 10 points behind Pantelikos. Okay, 10 points, 8 games to go. That's tricky, isn't it? There's not much wiggle room there, okay? Rogi's in, by the way. Evening, Alexander, you're in as well. Rougeau's here. Wald McConville's here. Now, well, welcome in. Wald, how are you, pal? Scott's in. Barton's here. Rougeau is, of course, here. Paddy's in. Czar has said, fuck this third place, we're going up. So Czar has been on it from day one, saying we're going up. Parnell Plays, of course, is in the chat as well. Mr. Cellophane also here. Nice to see you all there. And of course, welcome everyone who's just chilling out in the background. We, of course, are trying our best to get into that second spot. Top 2 go up. Volos look like they might be able to go all season unbeaten. Hey, guess who they've got next? Me, in 11 days' time. So we've got that to do, which is going to be interesting. This is what the rest of the fixtures look like. Volos away, Diaragas at home, Ialikos away. There, Diaragas are 18th, Ialikos are 15th, Trikala are 19th, Iagalo are 6th, Iraklis are 12th, Kalitha are 8th, and AEKB are 4th. You would argue that's not actually a bad run-in, really. What have Pantelikos got? They've got Panios 17th, Panachaiki 13th, they've got Nikki Valu 11th, they've got 8K, which are 5th, Kalamata's 10th, Doxodramus are 10th, they've got Volos on the second last day of the season, then they've got Diaragas. Well, they've also got a pretty easy enough run-in. Top 2 go up, Monoret. Top 2, it's us and Pantelikos battling for it. 10 points between us, then also 10 points between us and AEKB. Should say as well, by the way, if you aren't aware, there has been some new training packs set up, and I will just update that link because that's the FM22 ones. Our man RDF Tactics has sorted us out with some brand new training regimes and training schedules. So I think what we need to do is we need to put them in, right? Okay, so we're going to put some training into the team, and whether it works now, whether it works next season, either or. I think next season's going to be the moment when we're going to know, really, aren't we? We're going to be able to sort of be like, right, look, we've had a look, and it now, like, this is where we can sort of take it as our starting point to go from there. So that'll be. I'm just going to update the link there. That's it right there. There's the FM24 ones. Bang, done. Right, get your RDF training plans in. Rogi's giving them a whirl. Straight in the Banneker Strava save, giving them a whirl. You need to get them in. Welcome in, by the way, John Bob over on YouTube. Yes, absolutely, the SAS skin. I'm going to put those. That's the RDF link there as well for the training pack on YouTube. Of course, I will keep bouncing back and forth and trying to keep up to date with everyone. And I'm trying to make you all inclusive. You know, that's the way we have to try and work this right now. So we are on the SAS skin, and of course, we'll also get a link for that as well, so that everyone knows what's going on. There we go. Let me just pull that also. There we go. There's the link. There's the link, John Bob. So you get yourself in there if you haven't already downloaded. By the sounds of it, you might already have it. So make us an all-inclusive, like a Butland's holiday. Yes, absolutely. But with less people who watch ITV for Rogi. That's the way we're trying to do it that way. So, right, let's get it then. So training. Let's go to schedules. Select schedule. Create new. Import. There we go. Import schedule from the cloud. From local, sorry. If I put them into training, I think I have another training. There you go. RDF schedules. And then there's everything. There's so many things. There's attack 1 match Saturday, attack 1 match Sunday, attack 2 matches Tuesday and Sunday. Coach filters again. We can talk about that a bit later on. Defensive match Saturdays and Sundays. Defensive for 2 matches. Gegenpress for 1 match, 2 matches. No match development week. Possession matches. Defensive, general, semi-pro, wing play. I mean, the man's done the works, hasn't he? He's done absolutely everything. And you know what? I think, hello, John Bob, welcome in, by the way. Come and join us over on Twitch. Nice to see you here. We have, basically, it's only been a bit of a trial, to be honest. Chewy's in, by the way. Chewy's in over on YouTube. How are we, pal? Nice to see you. Yeah, it's only a new thing about us being allowed to stream on both platforms. So I've done it once, and I appreciate the follow, John Bob, by the way. Very kind indeed. We've done it once, and I was like, oh, hey, back and forth. And then I tried to do it the next time, and I was like, oh, you know, something didn't work when I was trying to set it up. And I thought, fine, let's at least have a go tonight, because theoretically we're going to do some training stuff. We're going to do the end of season. It would be good for everyone to try and see that. And then from there, we can start to look to plan for next season, which of course then allows everyone to get ready and get set for next season. We can have the transfer streams over the weekend and Monday, and we can do those both like concurrently, and then it makes more sense and everyone joins in on season 3. So I'll try and get the season 1 roundup and season 2 roundup videos done as quickly as I can, so that everyone can enjoy them, and then we're all up to date and we're all singing off the same hymn sheet. And of course, if you're a subscriber or via Amazon Prime, the end of season save file will be in the Discord tonight once that's finished. So RDF is suggesting the general tactics video first of all. Do we do general or do we do wing play? I think let's go general for right now. Okay, so here you see, so you've got attacking, defending, goalkeeping, match tactics, match training, match practice, sorry, recovery, ground defense, chance creation, attacking on the wings, aerial defense, chance creation, play out from the back, team bonding, distribution, the match itself, recovery, and match review. So there's quite a bit in there. That's just for a Saturday game. Let's check, of course, and that's when we are playing. It is a Wednesday, so we have to change that straight away because we've got 2 games to go. So let's pull that one in there. So we want the 2-match schedule. So general, 2 matches. Okay, so you've got a match here, a match there. So that, of course, changes what we're going to be doing. So defensive units, then chance creation, match tactics, distribution, recovery, match review, distribution, shot stopping for goalkeepers, which, hey, we're going to need that, aren't we, to be honest. Match review, right. So there we go. That's what we want that added in. So do we save that? I think we save, do we? Is that how we save or we export? I think that can be it, can't we? And then we can just pop that into... oh, no, that's going to be a distribution. Oh, right, hang on, sorry. we're ahead of ourselves a little bit, aren't we? So, right, hang on. So, RDF rest week. Where's the match? Development week, okay? So, we need that. That's got to go here. Because obviously we haven't got a game there. 2 game week here. Okay, 1 game week here. So, this is, of course, where we need to get the 1 game week in. We'll do it with the general first of all, of course, because I forgot to save, haven't I? Like, I don't normally go for like sort of plug and play stuff. As you know, I like to kind of break it myself. But you know, RDF's done it. We might as well learn from the master, right? Oh, Skegenpress, that's the wrong one. How are we? Good, you, by the way. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Welcome in, pal. Life, I'm sure, is treating you well. The Clue is in as well. Nice to see you, Clue. How are we? What's happening in everyone's week? How's everyone's week been? How's the weekend started? Are we all on top form? Check it over in there on YouTube. Mrs. Chewy's just gone to bed, so Chewy is happy. Apologies for wrong naming you last time, Chewy. I was 99% convinced it was you, but I was like, I just wanted to double check. Do you know what I mean? Zeep in for 10 months. My word, Zeep. Appreciate the support, pal. Very kind indeed. Very, very kind indeed. We of course are hoping for a decent result up against top of the table Volos. I might send them all for a bit of team bond. In fact, we've already. You know what? No, I'm gonna trust what RDF's got here. He says this is what we need to do. This is what we're gonna do. Right? Okay. Let him take it on. Yeah, he knows what's happening. Right? So yeah, as I say, if you're new, let us know what your save's up to, who you're managing, how are you getting on. Clubs in Greece will be releasing players. Okay. So we're going to need to keep an eye on some of these because they're going to be decent enough for us, we think. Maybe not him, though. Antaropoulos from AK. 5'3". I mean, we know. I think our players are 5'3". Even Z80, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you in. Albanian goalkeeper, Sinner. Kamarosh. What we need to do is we probably need to see if we can scout these players, can we? Yeah. Who would scout them? Would it be... Oh, it's not a scouting pool. For 1 month. Let's see what they come up with, shall we? Obviously, we've got to start getting our heads... Oh, hang on. We nearly went past them. We've got our youth intake. This is exciting. We haven't really thought about getting the youth intake this early on in the stream. So let's stretch our legs out a little bit. I can already see a 3.5-star player. That's exciting. We'll start off with Apostolos Boutsiouris, 15-year-old winger. So he's got decent determination. That's good for us. Okay, he's got good technique, good dribbling, good first touch. He's only 15. So maybe that determination can pull him through a little bit more. Teamwork's very, very, very low at the minute. He's only on 2. Fickle personality is not brilliant either. But very, very quick. So, okay. Interesting. Vengalis Kantarzis. 19 for teamwork. Ooh. 14 for jumping reach. 14 for bravery. 14 for work rate. 14 for tackling. 6'4" at 15. Yeah, this works. Like, give me a bit of that, thank you. That's not too shabby, actually. At 15, he's got big numbers. 19 for teamwork, 4 for determination is worrying. Right? He'll work for the team, but he's not that bothered about getting better. Like, teamwork and work rate, low determination, low fitness, low stamina. He's a Larisa fan, though, so he'll play for the shirt. Like, Gudger's right. He's a youth player if ever there is one. Look at this guy. Andreas Giannakis. Jumping reach 12. Bravery 16. Determination 15. Anticipation's only 8. That's not great. Leadership 13. Teamwork 13. Tackling 11. Marking 11. I mean, again, not too shabby. Saying midfielder, but could also play at the back, maybe. Composure of 4 is worrying. Flair's one of them was the one that gets the red cards. Yeah. High potential but low determination. Like me, real for real. Yeah. I'm all for it. He again, let's put him on the maybe pile. Yeah. Okay. Trianos Zokias. A goalkeeper, handling 11, eccentricity of 18, get in. Oh, God. I mean, we're going to have to sign him regardless because he's a goalkeeper for a start. Determination 14, rushing out 14. You know, okay, here's the thing, okay? Eccentricity, determination, rushing out, leadership, they might start to balance out with him being 18. Unambitious is concerning. But is he better than Kamini? Possibly. Christos Vleoras. I mean, he's not brilliant, is he? Let's be honest. 13, teamwork. 16 for bravery. Decision making's okay. I guess the fact he's 11. He's 16, so 11's not too bad. Stamina's pretty good. 6'4". Maybe he might do something, but he's very, very slow. Very slow indeed. Antonis Pagloritas, 17 for aggression, get in. 15 for determination, 14 for leadership, 15 for tackling, 12 for jumping reach. Centre back, he might get himself a few red cards as well, actually, to be honest. On a serious note, are you really in a place with your prospect system to turn down anyone who might pan out? Oh no, like we have to be signing all these players, Rogie. Like, these are, even if we don't make it into, like, so if we do make it into Division 1, we still have to have these players. If we don't, we need these players because they might end up playing next season. So I'm looking at these going like, can any of these players actually step straight into the side? And if Aaron's training schedules are as good as I've been led to believe that they are, then maybe there's a possible thing where maybe he might, these players might turn out and do all right. Question from Chewy over on YouTube. What would your thoughts be on cancelling the Twitch sub and doing YouTube membership instead? I mean, I can look into YouTube memberships. I just haven't started yet because I've literally only just had the quick, the first. This is the second stream, so maybe leave it with me, Chewy. I'll see what we do. But obviously, we appreciate the support. So hang fire for now, and I'll see what I can do in terms of swinging it round. So Flores over there, Grigoris Totsiudis. I mean, we're desperate for a left back, but I don't think that's him, is it? I don't think he's the guy. I like his hair though; it's very big. Vasilis Bustras. I mean, he's not Doumbia, is he? This is the problem. I've got to now compare him to Doumbia. Finishing of 11, free kicks of 13, determination of 13, work rate of 14. I mean, he's not terrible. 5'4", nice little Kevin Phillips style striker. He could be all right. Kostas Sterigoulis, fitness 17, determination 15, teamwork 14. He's got that DNA, and maybe the work rate's not quite there, but marking, tackling, I'm not necessarily convinced he's a centre-back. I think maybe more, he could play full-back, actually. Maybe. We'll see. Monoret, I took the plunge and signed a Dread's big games player because I was desperate for a left wing-back. He looks good otherwise. I think you've got to look at what are a big game, really, aren't you? Like, because for us, I suppose we're at Larisa. What is a big game for Larisa? It's not the same as what's a big game for Olympiacos or Man City, is it? Like, for us, big game is a local derby or playing another team in the top four of this division. It's not a big game, is it, really? So, yeah, go for it. You never know. These players might surprise you, possibly. Try them out, see what happens. Bilax, Chelsea, welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Appreciate the follow. Gugaras doesn't look up to much, to be honest. Makis Mikopoulos, 17 for determination, 13 for work rate. We're signing some players who've got a bit of DNA about their mind. He looks handy enough. Technicals aren't great, but his mentals and physicals are pretty decent. Determination, leadership, flair, work rate, teamwork, acceleration. Yeah, he could be a player. I know they're saying that he's not the one, but we'll see. I think we got 4 there that are interesting enough. Nice to see you managing a Greek team. Do I like the Greek league? To be honest, Bilax, we're really enjoying it at the minute. It's looking pretty fun. You are Greek yourself. Excellent. Welcome in. We're hoping to try and make your nation a superpower. So we're trying our best. Obviously, it's quite tough because we've started in the second division, and it's also quite tough because we're making it really difficult for ourselves. We are trying to be better. So obviously, we'll see what we can do, right? But fingers crossed. Who's your Greek team, by the way? Who are your who do you support? Should have pointed out as well, by the way, if you weren't here on Friday, it is true we have signed Emil Heskey's son on loan, and he's as bad as his dad. So Pantelikos is your team. Oh, okay. So we're battling against Pantelikos at the minute for that second promotion spot. So it's going to come down. Emil was ace. Well, when I was Aston Villa manager, when I was Aston Villa fan, he wasn't ace. He was great. He was good at Leicester, but yeah, when he was at Villa, not so much. Not when you found out that the option to sign Heskey was met with, well, we'll sign him because they were offered Falcao at the same time. I've properly messed up what I was trying to say there, didn't I? Not his fault. He had the best attributes coached out of him. Yeah. And Heskey on loan in the Irish League, and he was quality. Okay. So for our level, he should be fine then, to be honest. They did get relegated, I'm afraid, Bilax. Terribly sorry about that. What's happening over on YouTube then? How are we getting on? Let's say hello to our YouTube friends. Give us a shout if you're on YouTube, of course. As I say, this is sort of where we are. If you want any updates on the save as to how we're getting on, do pop it up in the chat and we can explain a bit more to you as to what's going on. Because obviously this is going to be our save that we're taking from day 1 of FM24 coming out all the way through into FM25. So we have gone from, well, I was going to say from day 1. It was actually day 2 because, of course, we had the FM show live on day 1. So by the time we got back, then, it was, right, dust ourselves down and then roll off on on the Tuesday night. That is the link, by the way, in the YouTube channel. That's the link for the FM show. If you're not following the podcast with myself and RDF and producer Steve, get yourself involved on it. It's a belter. It's out every single Wednesday. It's brilliant. You're going to love it. You'll love it. We've got a Patreon as well where we do exclusive stuff. So, yeah, take advantage of that. Give it a click, give it a like, give it a subscribe, get yourself involved. Bilak, do we only play with Greek players? No, not when we're trying to build a nation. So with Build a Nation, what you want to do is you want to take first of all, you want to take the league structure and improve it so that it goes from, I think at the minute, the Greek Super League is 20th in the world, and in Europe, sorry. So the Super League 2 is 57th. So it's gone up from 60th to 57th. And then the Greek Super League has gone from 21st to 20th. So we want to get that up to the top if we can do. And also want to move the coefficients up as well. So Greece are down here in 19. We want them up here as well. So basically we want every team in Greece to be really, really good. So we've started in the second division to try and build a team, to bring a team up into the top division. So we don't want to take over AEK or Panathinaikos or PAOK Salonika or Olympiakos because they're already good. We want to bring another good team into the top division, strengthen the top division, and theoretically we want to be kind of trying to keep those players within Greece. So players we've got in the side, we want to kind of be selling to other Greek teams or loan them to other Greek teams, and that's the best way to do it, really. So if it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, we'll see. I'm tempted to play two tired centre backs against Volos because it's that or Giorgio, and I don't really trust Giorgio for the big game. Akore is now back fit-ish. I feel like he needs to be. I feel like he needs to be on the pitch, really. So that's what I'm going with. I'm going with him. I think that's the right decision. Akore and Kalogeropoulos as centre-halves, Delijanidis at right-back, Jean at left-back, Petralis, Kashi, Pedroso, Autumn in midfield, Super Mario up top, and Doomvia. Liavas has been pretty handy for us, to be honest, although he's injured at the minute. So we have had him all season. We played him at centre-back rather than midfield. That's literally how desperate we've been for centre-backs. So he's played most of his time at centre-back. But he's been pretty good for us, to be honest. It will be fun to see if we go play him in midfield. But, you know, hey-ho, this is how we are, unfortunately. So, right, let's go. Big match against Volos. We're taking on the top team in the division. They've not lost all season. We're travelling to their turf. Can we give them something? Can we cause an upset? Can we get ourselves some points? Let's go, Monsters. Come on. Let's see what the Monsters can do, shall we? You should have a Larisa badge as well, by the way, as part of the new Twitch emotes. As well as the Super Mario one, of course. You might have to refresh your Twitch chat feed in order to get them. Delijanidis clears it away. Sarago, there's the badge. Up the Crimson Horses. Nice ball. Great save by Marcagiani. Excellent stop. Alex in with a follow. Appreciate you there. Thank you very much. Very kind indeed. Massive save from Marcagiani early doors there, isn't it? Gets himself down. Turns it away. So yeah, Volos, of course, pushing. What's that? I can't even do that maths there. Like, however many points, they're far too many points ahead of us. Nearly 20, I think. Petralis, Akore, Delijanidis, Kashi, Delijanidis, Kashi. Oh, he's given it too short. Oof, good block. That was a little bit too short. Kashi, by the way, you might not recognise. He's coming on loan from Bayern Munich 2. The Bayern Munich second team. He came in last night. Palestinian midfielder who looks fairly handy, but clearly not very composed when it comes to moments like that. So that was a bit worrying. A Corey, of course, former Aston Villa Copenhagen defender, brought him in on a free. We may have given him a stupidly low release clause in order to get him in, because we're that desperate for a centre-back that if anyone now bids 20 grand for him, he will leave, which is awful business, but it was that thing of going, we don't have a better centre-back option. And we're like, right, let's just get somebody in through the door because it's January. So, oh, hang on. Everyone's missed it. Oh. And to be fair, Mraz has missed it as well. Kalogeropoulos really tiring now. I think this idea of two tired centre-backs is not the best way to go about business. Let's maybe slow that down a tiny bit. Play for set pieces. Be a bit more disciplined. We might have to be a little bit more cavalier, actually. I'm not sure that going counter-attack at this point is the best idea against a team like Volos, because everyone kind of must do that against them. But I'm also thinking that Kalogeropoulos is not going to last the full 90 minutes. Maybe not even the full, maybe not even 45 minutes. Because we've got an option of moving Jean inside, Delajanidis to the left, and then putting Apostolakis on the right and properly mixing up the back four. But that seems like such a mess about, especially when John's playing very well at left back. Pedroso inside. Kashi, what a ball outside to Ottoman, who's got loads of space. Look how much space he's got. He pulls it back, and Dumbia, no, not Dumbia, Super Mario, in fact, just heads it just over the top there. Finally managed to get ourselves an opportunity. But it's been all Volos. 16 attempts in the first half of Volos. Only one Villarreal, and that was one right at the end of the first half there. So, that's not looking pretty. Pedroso's picked up an injury as well. That's not going to be helpful for us. Can Plegas go to centre back? Not really. Petralis can't really go to centre back either. Right, I think we have to try and mess it around. Pedroso won't come off for Kunteritis. And yeah, we've had to shift the back four around completely. The only player who's in the position he started in is a Corey. So Jean's come in at centre back. Oof, Apostolakis goes down. Let's pull. If you want to counter attack, better go attacking and step up more. Yeah. Oh yeah. We change mentality. You know. There's definitely ways of doing it. I'm just trying to work out, is it worth doing it that way, or can we? Or do we do what everyone else does? Even JLA, how are we, buddy? Right. It's not me counter-attack anymore, is it? It's going to be get the ball forward. Yeah. Yeah, so thinking if we just sort of sat a little bit too, if our attacking line's too close to our own half, then we're not going to get the ball into those positions. So maybe we're inviting pressure on ourselves a little bit. Going through my first summer after winning the Hungarian second division. Nice work, JLR. Love that. Okay, see how getting pulled all over the place. What a struggle that I was prepared for. Yeah, join the club. Join the club. Yeah. It's good though, right? That's what you want. So we're doing to move Kunteritis up front as well. Put Super Mario as a DLF, I think, so we can maybe come back and pick a few more balls up. I don't know if that's going to help. Might make Kunteritis cut inside also. I might have to have a look at Delajanidis. I've still got an complete wing back because that's what Jean was doing. I don't think Delajanidis can do that same role. Ottoman blocked in. Oh, how's Dumbia missed that? Oh. Great ball in. Keeper comes for it. We're getting there. At least we're looking a little bit more attack-minded. Delajanidis. Kunteritis. Dumbia. Super Mario! Yes. Get in. Get your Marios out, everyone. That's what we're talking about. What a finish. What a finish. Marios and TJ heads. Yes, Grubich, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Let's sip on the water here, because... Evening, Black Dragon. How are you, buddy? We are currently... You've joined us at a good time. We've just pulled level with Volos. We were a goal down. Oh, so close to taking the lead. We're all good. We're all good. Thank you, Grubich. It's a pleasure to see you, mate. I know it's been a little while. Hope life's treating you well over in the old US of A. Let's go. Mario. It doesn't count. Oh, you bunch of bastards. That's tough to take, isn't it? That is tough to take. Petralis. Let's replace him with Plagas, maybe. And maybe Kashi comes off for Pinakas. Bazookas, maybe. Oof. So where's Bazookas? There he is. Refs on the take. 100%. 100%. Like, not even in doubt. Dumbia. Oh, gets a corner. We've looked better. We've looked better in the second half, haven't we? Bouzakis with the corner. Keeper's got it. I don't think a draw is the worst situation. I know it would be nice to, like, have Volos to actually lose a game, but does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? As long as we get something out of it and we don't lose, and then therefore lose to Panteleikos in the lose any more ground. I mean, they're obviously winning, so they're now 11 points clear. Oh, hang on, we've intercepted. Here's Dumbia. Oh, he's giving the ball away. No. No. Nicely cleared. We're away now. Go on, Kunteritis. You're away. Dumbia. Heads up. Super Mario tries a header from 20 yards. He's never going to score from there. He's not been doing neck work all week, has he? Oh, Dumbia nearly chasing it down. Look how much space he's got. That'll do. Hey, you know what? That's a pretty decent result. I'll take that. That's a much better second half performance than it was in the first. All we got to do now is stay unbeaten. Stay unbeaten until the end of the season, right? Is it going to be enough? We don't know. But at least that's given us some sort of belief, right? Morning, Matty Aqua. How are you, pal? Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Let's work out what worked quite nicely from there. Hit early crosses. Be expressive was working quite nice as well, wasn't it? And also then a bit of counter pressing certainly helped as well. So, you know what? A draw with top of the table. I think we'll take that, won't we? It's not a bad start to the stream right there. So there you go. New YouTube viewers, that's how we work around here. Like, we get ourselves a little bit worked up in terms of like, oh no, we should probably have done better. And then Pinnakas hasn't really played as much as I would have liked. And I think maybe, are we paying his wages? You know what? We're paying something. Let's just let him go, right? Okay, he can go back. We've brought other players in who aren't costing us anything, so that's fine. Record points total, yes, good. That'll be fine, but it won't really mean anything if we don't finish in that top 2, will it? Unless all it means is we really, really, really pushed hard and we finished 3rd, which, given the fact that we're expected to finish mid-table, isn't the worst thing in the world. You know, yes, we might end up having to have another season in Division 2, but that'll be fine. So Liavas still not quite fully back yet. Where's our centre back? Still both pretty tired. In fact, let's try that actually. Let's go back with how that looked. So it was a full back and automatic. Let's bring Kaligaropoulos out. Akore will keep in. Right. Let's go. Let's go, everyone. Larisa versus Diaragas. 7 games to go now. Okay? Can't afford to drop. Can't afford to drop any points. Or maybe too many points. Rob, Chewy says on YouTube, by the way, totally different team to the first half, taking the shackles off his work. And yeah, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought maybe TJ being a little bit more cavalier would actually be a good thing? I can be quite pragmatic, can't I? I'm aware of that as a manager. I'm a bit sort of like, right, you know, try and sort of defence first. But sometimes it is a case of just having a go at the opposition, particularly if they're better than you. It's just go on, have a go, see what they say. And yeah, that definitely worked better. So we'll play with a similar setup in this match and see how we get on against Diaragas, who of course are near the bottom, so they're fighting for their lives. Nothing to lose by taking a swing at the team anyway. Exactly, Z. But we were a goal down at that point regardless. So, and our goal difference is already far inferior to theirs and Pantelikos. So it wouldn't have made a blind bit of difference losing 3-0. Doumbia cuts back inside. Ottoman. There we go. 1-0 up. Give us a nice early lead. We'll take that. Great cutback by Doumbia. He's the guy. Doumbia's the guy for next season. Everything goes through him next year. Can we keep Ottoman? Can we keep Pedroso? Super Mario's already locked in. Doumbia's through. Oh, should have been 2. Pedroso whips the cross in. Keeper's claimed it. I'm going to have to go and get the big pad, aren't I, for the start of the summer plan. Hang on, he's got a bit of space there. He's got a bit too much space, actually. Oof. That's an opportunity. Latest scores, Pantelikos 0-0. Parnell, thank you, mate. Yeah, just checking up on the save details for anyone who's unsure about what we're doing. Jean, Kashi, Delajanidis, thinks about it. Oh, what an effort that is! What an effort! Eva Sportsman, how are you, pal? Nice to see you in. Hope you're good. Kashi with the ball out. Forgive my ignorance, what does build a nation mean? Okay, so build a nation, Parnell, basically means, hello Darkness NL, by the way, nice to see you. And appreciate the follow. So basically, build a nation means what we're trying to do is we're trying to take Greece from being the 20th ranked country in Europe to the number 1 ranked in Europe. And that's going to be through making their league better. So we're going to keep We're trying to obviously hope develop teams within their league. Ideally, we're going to do it with just Larisa, but if we end up moving sides as well, we end up moving sides as we go through. But the idea being, we want to try and make the Greek Super League essentially battle the Premiership and La Liga and Serie A as the best league in Europe. And then we want to improve the Greek coefficients so that they're up to the top, so they get the most amount of European spots at the end of the season in the league. Side quest for this, of course, could be that it's 20 years since Greece won the Euros. That's kind of what's inspired this challenge, to be honest. So it'd be nice to get a Greek national team to win the Euros if we have a 30-year challenge here, then so we do it before they hit their 50th anniversary of that. That would be pretty impressive. Maybe they could even win a World Cup. It'd be fantastic. Win an Olympics, given the fact they invented the Olympics. And also, it was 1988 when Larisa won the First Division Championship. So 15 years between the start of this save and 15 more seasons, and that will make 50 years until they won the history of that. So we have to basically we have to win the top division within 15 seasons. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Ottoman strikes off the defender. Apostolarkis runs through, has a goal. JM, most people give up third or fourth. The Premier League is too hard to topple. Very, very few people has gone to number one. There is that. But you know what, JM? That will not stop people complaining at me. You know how it is, right? You'll be like, oh, you didn't get a number one. Like, despite the fact that second yellow card, who does build a nation saves all the time, has never got to number one. And, other great creators have never got to number one. All we'll get is, TJ bottled it, didn't even get number one with Greece. So I've saved and reloaded so many times and I've done it. Go Super Mario! Yeah, we enjoyed the British Steel one. Exactly. And you know what? I appreciate that, Parnell. That was again another one of those which we obviously thought was just going to be a nice little TJ ride, and obviously we also had some people go, well, you haven't won all the trophies, but it's the tangents of what we do around here. We did far better in building in British Steel than I thought we would, to be honest. So the success is getting to the end of the save, right? That's what it is. And it's not about being the greatest manager in the world. It's not about winning 82 Champions Leagues. You're right, Paddy. It's the stories. It's about all of us having fun. Like, as long as we can say we've hung out and had a nice time for 3 hours every single stream, that's the main thing, right? That's the main thing. Yeah. Ultimate theoretical goal to become the number one league. That's the ultimate theoretical goal, Monterey. Yeah. What Lama say is, if you fail, it showed you picked a challenge that was rightly difficult. Yes, exactly. Wow. Appreciate the follow. Sorry if I've said that wrong, but that's a cracking name, by the way. Appreciate the prime and the sub. And then Parnell, of course, resubbing for 3 months as well. Very kind indeed. And we've got our hype train on the go. Beautiful work, everyone. Thank you so much for the support. Honestly, if you've got Amazon Prime, I know it's Black Friday, now's the time to link it. Do you know what I mean? Link it, because Bezos has already got your back, right? You pay for Amazon Prime, okay? In that Amazon Prime subscription is a free subscription to Twitch. So you can use it on any creator on the platform at all. You can move it every single month if you want. Doesn't cost you nothing. Yeah, so just plug it in. The creator will genuinely appreciate the support, and if it is here, make sure you link those to Discord, and then you get into the subscriber channel of Discord. Do I use the one game schedule RDFs for pre-season as well? Yes, you can do. I would use the development schedules for pre-season. We're gonna take a look at that. We've started to plug in the initial schedules right now, and that's obviously where we're going to go with regards to what RDF's got. So yeah, that's my thinking. My thinking is do the development one, I think. Unless he's got a specific pre-season schedule. There looks like there's about 90 in there, to be honest. Get a link, folks. You can do worse than TJ. Thank you, Parnell. Very kind indeed. There's also, it's definitely do give Parnell a follow as well. I know it's like, I'm not just doing this because they're like, oh, here's here's a sub, but go and give Parnell players a follow as well. You probably should. And I agree with Lama as well, with James saying what Lama says there. Like, you need to pick a challenge that's difficult. Like, we could all go like, okay, pick a challenge, right? I'm going to play one season at Real Madrid. Excellent. Good, then what? Then just one season with Barcelona and one season with Liverpool, and play the game how you want to play. But for me, it's Pedroso. For me, it's about trying to do something that's a bit difficult and having a bit of fun while we do it. If we succeed, great. If we don't, who cares? Who cares? You know what I mean? We gave it a go, right? We tried, so that you didn't have to. So, 3-0 up. Very happy indeed. I'm going to bring Super Mario off, actually, for Heskey. Bring Delajanidis off. Bring Akore off as well, actually, before he gets injured. Kashi over the top, and we'll bring Petralis off as well. For Plegas. Whenever I play a Blade Club, I end up having to put a wacky slant on it to try and make it fun. Yeah, I think it's a good idea, actually. Turn Havertz into Libero, have him McTominay win the Golden Boot. I mean, that's not a slant, though, is it, Rogie? That's just what happens. McTominay is that good that he's the Ballon d'Or winner, you know. Portovsky, watched the FM Ruin My Life show on YouTube this week. Did not realise you're from Washington. I'm a fellow Washington survivor. I salute you. I salute you, Portovsky. We got out. We got out. Welcome. Appreciate you watching the show. I hope you enjoyed it, by the way, and thank you so much for coming and checking out the stream as well. Where did you end up? Where's your big up the galleries? I mean, this is what it's all about, right? If you weren't in the galleries, you weren't anywhere. It's a weird place. I used to describe the galleries on stage as the only place that you could still smoke in upstairs. It just seemed like that sort of, just let them smoke upstairs. It's not really indoors, is it? Just like unaware of the smoking ban. I suppose if you're in Scotland, if I told you it was like a shit Paisley, then you're like, hang on, but yeah. Oh, you only went as far as Newcastle. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, you've not gone that far there. It's far enough, though, isn't it? It's far enough. I'm concerned by the fact that we've gone from 3-0 up to 3-2. Maybe we need to just keep our eyes on things a second. Paisley's a dump. It is. I mean, the thing is, though, like, my family's from Paisley, so I can say that. but even people from Paisley would be going, yeah, you know what, yeah. Like, fair. Shit, Paisley is quite grim. It's really grim. But that's where I grew up. That's my neck of the woods. Oh, hang on. Here's Ottoman breaking away. Oh, Dumbia! What a counter-attack that was! Unbelievable. That's the Larisa way, isn't it? What a goal. Counter-attack for days. Picked up at the back, and then afterburners on for everyone. And away they went. Heskey's brought down. Dumbia goes, don't worry, I've got it. Tapped. I think Heskey was actually offside, to be honest. So I'm glad he got fouled, because we may all have ended up having the game pulled, the play pulled back. Dumbia puts it wide. So yeah, 4-2. That should theoretically give us the point. And I think Pantelikos aren't. Are they not winning? I don't think they are, you know. Jean whips it in. Heskey pulls it down. Pedroso, shit type of Paisley. You're just a shit type of Paisley. And not to be mistaken with the Paisley print, by the way. We're talking about Paisley the town. Yeah. can make another change. Imagine that being like, have you been to Dundee? Oh yeah, I've been to Dundee. Yeah, I've done a gig in Dundee. I did a gig in a nightclub in Dundee. It was dreadful, dreadful. I did a sportsman's dinner in Rutherglen, which is in a venue above a chip shop. Again, not really brilliant. I've done some gigs in horrible places. Did a gig in Concert, which again was not very pleasant. Done a gig in Washington, which wasn't very pleasant. I've done gigs in Newcastle that aren't very pleasant. Did an Edinburgh show at the festival to 2 people. Did a gig at Edinburgh Festival to 8 people that became 2 people by the time I got to the stage. That was worrying. Washington has venues. Washington has spaces, not necessarily venues. They got the Arts Centre. They've got where did we do? I think it must have been like some back arse pub or something somewhere. This was a long time ago. As bad as Paisley, it's no Scunthorpe, says Chewy over on YouTube. I've done gigs in Scunthorpe as well. I've done the Baths Hall, which is quite pleasant. Well, you know what? It's not. It should be, but it's not. It's still a hall in Scunthorpe. It's run by Off the Curb, so I should be quite nice about it. It's an interesting space. It's a nice venue, and the staff are really, really good. But the people who go in are just a bit. I don't know what they want. I've been there several times and I don't really know what they like. And then I've done a gig in a nightclub in Scunthorpe as well, and that was exactly what you'd imagine it to be. That was just wild. Absolutely wild. Emrender. Watched about 7 or 8 streams, 2 or so FM show pods, and have yet to hear you mention a place you did a show where you said, yeah, that was great. But that's the problem though, see? That's nobody wants to hear the bits about, when stand-up was brilliant. They always want to hear about, what was your worst gig? What was the most difficult gig? Like, I can tell you some great gigs, like when we did the stand-up show. So when we did FM Football Manager Ruined My Life, that's at the Stand in Newcastle. That holds a really special place in my heart because it's a 300-seater venue in a city where I was living at the time. Like, even though I would be classed as quote-unquote local comedian, I don't really have much of a following up there, and I certainly don't have many. This is horrible. I don't have a big friendship group. Really, I don't have many friends. I've got loads of like acquaintances and like sort of colleagues and stuff, but I don't have friendship groups. So I'm not the sort of person who, if I was about to do a big gig like that, I could suddenly text a load of people and be like, right, come to the show. It's going to be mint. And then I'd be convinced that they were turning up. Like, I think when we did that show, and there was, as I say, 300 in, I think I knew about 4 people in that show. So for me, that was like amazing that those people like had no idea who I was and just took a chance on me, and thought we'd go along and see it because we liked the name of the show. So that was amazing, right? Again, the same in York. We had a York Fringe for 3 years in a row, I think. And it was ran by the Leicester Square Theatre people. And again, I because I don't know people, like I wasn't expecting to sell tickets. I put the shows on. I was thinking, right, we'll maybe get 20, 25, 30. It'll be lovely. This one in York was like in a 100-seater tent in the middle of town. I was like, okay, it'll be fine. It'll be nice. Like, I didn't ask about pre-sales and stuff. So I was like, we'll just play with whoever turns up, we'll just play where it lies, you know? And Mrs. J was like, you should probably ask. I was like, right, fine, we'll ask. And I went down and I was like, all right, so what's the situation with tickets then? And they went, yeah, you're sold out. I was like, what? No, yeah, you've been sold out like for a couple of days. I was like, right. And then they were like, yeah, hang on, like, the organisers need to talk to you. I was like, what do you mean, right? So before the show had even taken place, we'd worked out, we'd sold it out, and the organisers went, you're doing 2 more shows because we've had to turn people away. I was like, oh, okay, fine, cool, we'll do that then. And to this day, I still don't know how we did that. Like, we just timed things right. We just ended up with, and this wasn't the Football Manager show either. This was just a straight up stand up show that didn't mention anything. And it must have been in the local papers to go, this guy lives in York now, and everyone went, oh cool, we'll go and see him then, or oh, he looks like he might be all right. Yeah, show sold out, and we got asked to do like 2 other nights because of demand, which that's something I can't get my head around. That's a weird concept to be like, oh, due to demand. Usually due to demand, we've been asked to not perform again, but like, due to demand, we've been asked to do more. Is an interesting one to take on. Yeah, you're sold out, but why? The confidence of a man getting on stage. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even have the in-betweeners hair at that point. There was the we'd got rid of it. We're on the slick hair at that point. Where else has been fun? Brighton Comedia was a good room. Used to enjoy playing there. Birmingham Glee is lovely. Glasgow Stand is like just, again, all kinds of special for me. Going there and like performing there, it's just, that's one of the best rooms in the country. Leeds Hi-Fi is stunning. There's just something magical about that room. You walk in and I call the Hi-Fi a compares gig. I used to compare it a lot, and because you had so much time to do, because there was only two acts, like it was double headliner. You had like 15 minutes at the top and then 10 minutes in the middle, at the start of the second section. So you were doing 25 minutes, and if you could just do 25 minutes without ever mentioning a line of material, that's the venue you do it in. You just do it in the Hi-Fi, and they just gave you so much to work with. It was just amazing. Like, you're not meant to rip a gig as a compare, you're not meant to storm it, but at the Hi-Fi you just can't help it. It's just set up that way. It just really, really works. Have I ever done a show with Mike Bubbins? I don't think I have done a show with Mike Bubbins, but I know Mike Bubbins, if that makes sense. We talk about American football quite a bit. He's a beautiful man. I keep telling him how attractive he is. He keeps posting pictures of himself in the old days, like in rugby tops, and I'm just like, wow. But yeah, he's a very, very funny man, is Mike Bubbins. I've done loads of gigs with Ellis James, who who does the Social Distance podcast with, and Ellis is so funny, and again, just a really down to earth dude. Knows his football, loves all kinds of bits and pieces about it, and just so funny. So I've done some gigs that were nice. Some. But yeah, most people remember the mental ones. Did I ever tell you about the gig in Halifax? Did I mention that one? I must have done. So, relatively early on in my comedy career, we went to do a gig in the Sportsman's Inn in Halifax, okay? And so there's me and 2 other comics, and Mrs. J are in the car driving down, and we put Sportsman's Inn Halifax in the sat-nav, pull up at the Sportsman's Inn in Halifax, and we go into the venue, and we're sort of saying to the person who's there, the bar staff who's there, going like, we're here for the show, and they're like, there's no comedy here. I'm like, no, you must be, like, Sportsman's Inn Halifax, we've come to the show. And they went, which Sportsman's Inn? And we were like, what do you mean, which Sportsman? They're like, oh yeah, there's 5 Sportsman's Inn in Halifax, okay? And we went, what do you mean there's 5? And they went, do you mean the one by the ski slope? What fucking ski slope? What ski slope in Halifax? Turns out there's a dry ski slope in Halifax, and that's exactly the one they meant. So we turned up to a Sportsman's Inn next to a dry ski slope, went in, the gig was already on, like, because we were obviously late because we were trying to drive around Halifax to find where we were supposed to be. The gig had started, so we finished up doing what we were doing. We got ourselves settled. Compare came over. There's an act on stage already, and they're like, all right, do you have a specific order of how you want to do it? And we're like, look, we'll just work it between ourselves. We'll get on, because we were just doing the middles. Like, we were super new. So we're just doing the middle spots. So between the 3 of us, we worked out the best way of doing it, and then we'll get home. But My word. Like, I've never done 5 sportsmen's in one place. Like, really, really weird. I don't even know. I can't remember. I can't remember how the gig was. I just remember finding it odd that such a thing existed. But yeah, I think it's only natural to remember the bad ones because you think like they're just how are they set up as bad as that? You know, like how can a show be like that? Oh no, we're a goal down. Oh dear, oh dear. Whoops. Don't worry, Pantelikos are winning though, so that's fine. So any momentum we were going to get has been duly taken out. Bazookas flicks on, still not going to get there. Miljevic collects it. I might move Kuntarekas up and go 4-2-4. That's Pedroza, isn't it? Ellis needs to do more stand-up. Yeah, he's a very, very good stand-up. Very good. It's almost unfair as to how good he is. Because again, he just comes across as just a good lad. Do you know what I mean? And like you buy into him on stage. Diakwa, are we managing Greece as well? Not yet, but we will be. Yeah, we're going to hopefully get the Greece job once Gus Poirier either leaves or is relieved of his duties. We'd like to take the Greece job at some point. Pantelikos are now 3-0 up. So, again, they're not letting up at any point. Off the underside of the bar, Pedroza picks it up. Has a goal! Oh, what a strike that is. What a strike. Paddy Ellis has got an insane football brain. I could listen to him talk about Swansea all day long. Oh, yeah, 100%. What he doesn't know about Swansea is not worth knowing. And, like, also, retro Adidas footwear. You talked about Adidas footwear, trainers and football boots. He can talk to you for hours about that. It's almost like an encyclopedic knowledge of that. So he's great. He's great. I've got a lot of time for Ellis. A lot of time. Doumbia brings it away. Yeah, Poirier's the Greece manager. He is. Poirier to Ireland is the rumour. Really? That'd be interesting. Nicely intercepted. Can we keep it again? Oh, we're giving away a free kick. Petralis goes flying in. Bazookas isn't necessarily having the best time here, so Kashi possibly comes back on. Core is 6-7. Doombia's on a 6-4. Morgan's not necessarily breaking any sweats up top. Let's give Super Mario a run out. He can come back on. Maybe do a bring Doumbia off and put Heskey on. Dumbia's on a 6-4. Kashi inside gives the ball away. Oh, wins it back. Oh, we can't finish it though. Didn't he shit in a dressing room? I've had too many pints. What? Poirier shit in a dressing room? Is that a like as a protest or just like as a thing to do just for a bit of a laugh? Put in Pedroza's in the back post. Can't quite get there. Neil Lennon's issue just come and get me play. Neil Lennon, man. Super Mario inside. Doumbia straight at the keeper. Right, we've brought Doumbia off for Heskey now, I'm afraid. Kashi cuts it back. Kuntarekas. Pedroza. There's almost too many players there. Far too many players, too many options. He took a shit on the floor and his Brighton manager. I mean, I love it. I respect it a lot. It feels very much like that's what I think of your selection policy. A bit too David Brent, in it. He's pretending to be in Botham. Oh no. Offside. Offside. Have we got anything else? Delijanidis can come in, I reckon, for... No, can't. Just got to go for it. 6 minutes to go. Super Mario. Can he cut it back? No. Too greedy. Too greedy there. Oh no. To miss this over the top. Do we stay on this high line? This high line seems to be catching us out a little bit, doesn't it? But then I also feel like we sort of have to have the high line. Offside, offside, offside. No. Game's gone. Game's gone. Everyone's got their arms up. Everyone's got their arms up, but no one knows. Damn it. Too many chances where we've just not been decisive enough. Cost ourselves there. If that's cost us second place, I think it has, hasn't it? Pallid Knight, what a treat, just catching up on the VOD. Bless you, Pallid Knight. We're, of course, just in doing the final few games of the season. I think we've just condemned ourselves to third. I think that's a little bit too much now. Damn it. I mean, they've lost 2 games as well, and it still doesn't even show. Like, we're still 9 points behind, and they've lost 2 matches. They've got to lose the rest of their games. 5 games left. It's just not... It's not going to happen, is it? What have we done? What have we done? It's fair enough. At least we can start to look forward to next season now. We know where we're going to be. We know we're going to stay in this division. So we have to start planning really now to be like, right, what's the way forward? Who are we bringing in? Volos are up, so fine. Let them celebrate. They're going to be unbeaten. It's disappointing to have got that close and sort of like let it slip with 5 games to go. I mean, have we let it slip? Not really. We've been chasing. Haven't we? We were second, and then we came down. We pushed back. If you expected a mid-table finish, we'd take this all day long, wouldn't we? Coming down is Ioannakos, who, of course, went up the season before, I believe. So, in fact, no, they didn't, no, they? Yeah. So they're coming down, and probably Kifisia as well. So they look like they're coming down as well. So we'll see how they get on in the in this division. It looks like there's only one definite relegation side. Ayanakis are down. Is there only one that goes down? Hang on, have I misread this? Is it? No, there is two. Yeah. Right, that's fine. There is definitely two sides coming down. I was like going for a second, going, hang on. Two teams go up, one team comes down. Is this going to be one of those weird, unbalanced sides where you try and work out what's happening? Like, I don't know about that. I feel like I need to go and either get the trifle or get the... Well, I don't need the trifle just yet. We will definitely need the notepad, though. For Ian and Katie, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome. How are you? Hope life's treating you good. So, we're still getting a record points total, which is fantastic. As I say, the fact that we are going to be third for the second season running, I can't complain. Do you know what I mean? Sell the new house, love it. Glad to hear that. Everything all taken care of now, like, you know, utilities are all set up, broadband's in, commute to work sorted, all the bits and bobs you need to get done. Liav, yes, we still need him back. The problem is, as well, is, of course, we've still got players that just haven't quite... They're just not quite fit enough yet. Where's Pedroso? There he is. Oh, it's a right side player we need. Jimmy J? Jimmy J can go there. Tickets to home matches are $4. How the stand's not filled. I've got no idea, Clue. No idea. Are you talking for yourself or for us? Because we're £13 here. Are you still in Croatia, or have you moved off? So we're playing second bottom Trikala. Let's hope we can do something better than this. Welcome, by the way, YouTubers. How are we? Give us a shout if you're on YouTube, by the way. We can wave back to you. Hello. Myself, two-time defending champs of Solid. For someone who didn't want to go to Croatia, you've done pretty well there, haven't you? Pedroso. Morgan brings it down. Oh. He's got to put that in the bottom corner, surely, hasn't he? Pantelikos take the lead early doors. I mean... Yeah. Was it 11 points, 5 games to go? So there, I think 2 more wins for them should probably see them over the line. Is that right? Then we've got 3 games just to mess about with. Nice ball. Oh, Doumbia. I mean, that's how we want to be playing. Really? That's how we want to be playing. Ball inside for Plegas. Giorgio. Bazookas spots the run. Pedroso in behind. Doumbia. Bang. Goal. Thank you. Damianos. Hello, mate. Greek FM fan here. This match is a local derby, if you didn't know. I did not know that, actually. I didn't know that. So thank you for that. So, right, in your face, Trikala. We need bragging rights. Okay? Up the Crimson Horses. Monsters. Monsters are us. But welcome, though, Demianos. It's nice to have... You know what? It's really nice to have a load of Greek people turn up to see the save, genuinely, because I don't know whether it's not a nation that people stream very often. I don't know if people maybe shy away from doing Greece. But I think people are obviously naturally proud of seeing their nation on stream. So it is good to get some Greek followers in and to keep coming back. So... Yeah, appreciate you, by the way, Damianos. Who's your Greek team in real life? Who do you support? Pedroso over the top. Doumbia. Picks it up back inside for Pedroso. Drops the shoulder off the line. Who's got the injury there? Jean's got the injury. Let's replace him with Delajanidis then, shall we? Super Mario whips it in. Pedroso's header. Chewy's waving to us, by the way, in YouTube. So hello Chewy. Almost changed my save after seeing the Diagaragas crest. It's a beaut, isn't it? Oh, Delajanidis. Like to be fair, we almost considered leaving Larisa at one point. Going, if we end up leaving Larisa, should we go to Diagaragas? It's a brilliant crest, and the kits look pretty cool as well. It's that away kit of like them carrying someone. Like, yes, please, bit of that. That red and blue hooped number for the home kit. Very smart indeed. Don't support any Greek teams currently. Used to support Olympiakos. Okay. And did you stop supporting Olympiakos because of the owner, or was there other reasons as to why they're carrying the ancient Greek athlete Diaragas? I mean, that's a proper story, a proper backstory, Pallid. I think we found our next team, everyone. Delajanidis gives the ball inside. Pedrosa doesn't get there. Takidis. Apostolakis. Morgan. Oh, cynical. Takidis kicks him up in the air. Nikopoulos Tikos. Inside, good block again. Corey gets it away. Morgan can't quite keep it in. So Bazookas, I reckon, probably needs a bit of a rest. Nikopoulos gets it in. Let's bring Nino on, actually. Good challenge. Delajanidis intercepted by Apostolakis. Plegas. Doumbia. Here's this counter-attack again. Delajanidis. Inside. Doumbia. Oh. Because of violence, most I live near Larisa and I've watched plenty of their games. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to be... Yeah, like violence in football, it's like... People just need to chill out a bit. It's just football. It's not that important. But of course, try telling that to football fans. They just don't get it. And they get really angry when you tell them it's just a game as well. So let's not do that. Paddy in with the Prime. Appreciate you, Paddy. Very kind indeed. Make sure you link to the Discord, Paddy, and then you can get into the subscriber area and you can get the end of season save file. You can help us with some scouting. It's a little thing for anyone who does do subscribes or primes, by the way. Figure, you know what, for the support, you deserve something back from me. So I do that. Pedroso off the underside of the bar. Zeep sorted you out. Look at that. Morgan. Doumbia. Heskey drills it off the defender. What we could do is we could do with Heskey getting the last goal of the season, couldn't we? And be like, oh, do we keep him? Do we not? And like just literally have me like question and going, I mean, next season we could get Heskey down and like, oh, Tony, what you doing? Pedroso inside. Doumbia doesn't quite look for it. Oh, back through. Zamanas. Cleared away by Apostolakis. Nice header by Morgan. He's put a shift in this afternoon since he's come on. Heskey. In for Nino. Comes charging forwards. Great goal. Great goal. Counter-attacking Monsters style. That's how we do it, isn't it? Heskey holds the ball up. Rolls it in for Nino. Puts his foot through it. 3-0. Does that condemn Trikala? Probably. I think they're probably down, aren't they? Them and Doxa. Pedroso. Nino. Oh, Morgan's missed it, sadly. Oh, it's over the top. Hang on. What's going on here? Oh, we weren't watching there, were we? We weren't watching. That was embarrassing. We probably should have had a little peek over there. Grevanos makes it 3-1. And we're still 9 points behind Pantelikos because they are still 1-0 up against AK. Mikopoulos. Oh, that's a decent hit. And there's a bit of tiredness, a bit of lack of concentration in our team, isn't there? 3-2 now. Be disciplined and slow things down, I think. Plegas over the top. That'll do. That'll do. 3-2. God, we just about got through, didn't we? Oh, shit, everyone's pissed off. Oh, dear. Never mind. Jean out for 2 weeks. Trikala relegated. We have put them down. So Jean out for 2 weeks. So that's worrying because that's another left back injury that we were like could do without having. Trikala definitely down. We obviously now got to start thinking about next season, I reckon. I think we're going to do it in Division 2 again. I know I hate to sort of like sit there going, yeah, I think it's probably that, but it definitely looks like it, doesn't it? The draw's out for 4 weeks. Oh dear. Find the sports scientist. I don't even know if we've got a sports scientist. That's the problem. No, we haven't. We need to get one. We actually could do a get one. So let's hire a sports scientist, shall we? We could do the performance analysis as well, which we're obviously still trying to get. So let's have a look at our coaching staff and see who's actually doing the right coaching, shall we? Yeah, I think it's clear that we need a little bit more defensive knowledge, I reckon. Like, defensively, we're not brilliant. Attacking's not bad. Possession could be a little bit better. Yeah, we need to maybe lose a fitness coach, which is this guy here, I think. He can go. We've got 2 fitness coaches, neither of which are actually any good at fitness by the looks of it. And we need to bring someone in who knows what they can do about defending at the end of the season as well. So definitely some things to think about behind the scenes. Yeah. Crispin with a follow. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for that. John the Player, coming to the end of my 5th season with Lynx in Gibraltar. Getting past Lincoln Red Imps is a pain in the arse. I can beat all the other sides, but losing to them is costing me the league. I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? You're up there trying to overtake the team on the island. So Lucas is out for 2 months. There's another goalkeeper injury. But that's how you build the nation, though. You got to keep being up there. Keep pushing on. Fair play for taking on the challenge, though. Many others would shy away from it and be like, oh, I'm not doing Gibraltar because it's too difficult. But as I said before, though, John, well done. Well done for stepping up. You know what I mean? Showing people that it can be done. Got to believe, right? You got to believe. Bootzurius is eligible. Yeah, you know what? I think give him a contract as well. Like, why not? He might. 230 quid. A match postponed now. Brilliant. Is that going to give Pantelikos the second place? Harry Boyles is being offered to us, apparently. Be interesting. Obviously, the English players don't count as EU in our league, so they do still count as foreign, but they don't count as EU. So that's pretty handy for us in terms of our build a nation. You know. Johnny says, I'm actually enjoying playing the save. I'm also having a problem you may be able to help with. I have a few foreign youngsters I want to loan to other domestic sides to help them get homegrown status. No one will take them, even though I'm offering to pay all the wages. That's the tricky bit, isn't it? That's the tricky bit. Trying to convince someone else to have your players is always difficult because you're like, hey, these guys are good. And they're like, so why aren't you playing them? And then you're like, yeah, I mean, like, they're not good for me, but like for you, they're perfectly fine. And I just think that is tricky. It's just tricky trying to convince the other teams that just, take a chance. Like, have this guy. He's perfect. He's exactly what you need. The AI is a little bit more savvy. They are a little bit more savvy. And I know we maybe sort of joke on going, they're not savvy. I think they are. I think they are a little bit smarter than we give them credit for. And because of that, you probably won't expect to see as many of those transfers go through like you used to do back in the day. So it's it's tough. It's tough. You might be sitting there thinking, come on, you should be able to get these players out the door. Have you tried setting up for affiliates and stuff? I don't know if you can do that in Gibraltar. We might have to have a look for a senior affiliate as part of our journey here. I don't really like affiliates, I must admit. I sort of feel, I know they're not cheating, but I sort of feel like they are, especially in a builder nation. They're probably really beneficial because obviously you want to be getting players from a higher division club to get those players in on loan for free without paying their wages. So, in a sense, it would really benefit us, but I don't know if that's something we should be doing or not. Doombia's through. Morgan's hit it. You've got an affiliate club with the Hound Dogs FC. I mean, yeah, okay, if that's the affiliate club name, then you go straight for the Hound Dogs, right? You link up with them straight away. I presume they're big Elvis Presley fans. Balls inside, Plegas, Doumbia in for Super Mario. Got to finish. How's he put it wide? Unbelievable. Second yellow card, it said loaning players is kind of bugged. There's a trick to getting the teams to accept. There's a Build a Nation guide on YouTube. Yeah, I think, isn't it you do target loans? Yes, that's right. Yes, you target it for the nation. Well remembered, Ren. Well remembered. Yes, instead of targeting for the division, you target for that specific nation, and then they come back in for them. Isn't it as well like you have to loan them out twice or something? I don't know how it works in this version though, because obviously previous versions you'd do the send to loan, but now it's all through transfer rooms. So I don't know if that's going to be the same in this version or not. So if it is, if anyone's used it and had success with it, let me know, because obviously it's going to be worth us knowing. I'm going to try and not, and I've said it before, to kind of put my stall out a little bit, I'm going to try and not do the loan farm. I'm aware that I might have to, but I'm going to try and not have a few hundred players out on loan. Unless it's absolutely necessary. I'd like to try and sell the players within the nation. Maybe for like a little bit less than what we might have to sell them for. We'll maybe buy players a little bit for more what we have to. That's kind of how I'd like to try and do it in my head, but whether it works or not, I don't know. Build a Nation guy was for FM24. Oh, okay, cool. Excellent. That's definitely worth another look at then, because I'm sure I watched the FM24. I've definitely watched the FM23 and 22 one. You know what I mean? Like, but I was trying to remember the fix he said, but my memory's being shocking these days. Evening, Nige. How are you, pal? I'm just going to quickly pop a link to the folder we've got here, by the way, for everyone. If anyone's interested in being part of this, bear with me 2 seconds. Yeah, if you want to play along at home, okay, then this is the folder you need, yeah? Right, what I'll do is I'm going to put things like, I'll obviously start putting Aaron's training schedules in there as well. We'll put the end of season files in there. So you can come in, you can start doing your scouting and nosing around, and maybe you want to take on the Build a Nation yourself. Have a go with Larisa. Maybe you want to start with a different team. Then obviously the day one files in there, the actual game setup files in there. So, or, you know, join in at the end of season 2 and go, you know what, stuff Larisa, I'm going to go and take over Dear Agus and sack me and put yourself in charge of Dear Agus. Obviously, then keep your updates posted in the Discord and let us know how you get on. Nicely blocked. Morgan gets it away. Doumbia just drops off there. Apostolarchus is struggling actually, so bring De Legionidas on. Plegas is on a yellow card, so we have to move him off. Liavas. And there we go. Rogi in with the Discord as well. Doumbia with the block. Ball back inside. That's right. Force them back out. Force them back out. Sevas down the line. Cleared away. Oof. What are we doing back there? Right. Let's step up a bit. Play for set pieces. Slow it down. Try to tidy up the bid message. Yeah, I need to tidy the link up a little bit, to be honest, and do a nice short link, I think, Rogie. That's what I need to do. Well, you know what I'm like. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Got my back, haven't they? Rogie knows what it's all about. All my mods do that. They're just like, Tony, you fucked up. We'll fix it for you. I'm like, thanks, everyone. Make a command off the stream. Good shout. Good shout. They're literally the ball-winning midfielders. Like, if they weren't here, stream would fall of shit. Like, oh no, they've let Tony loose on his own. Mm-hmm. Velakis. Akore forces him out wide. Babis. Velakis. There's too much space, isn't there? Oh dear. Fair enough. One 0 down. Have we got the grease? Have we got the grease one, have we? Have we given away a penalty? No. No, we haven't. We haven't. Okay. Sorry, I got all over dramatic there. I thought we'd given away a penalty. We haven't. We have lost though again. That's the problem. Do you know what I mean? That's not ideal here. Are we in the first or second tier? Asked Flimperas. We're in the second tier, unfortunately. And this is literally us digging our grave right now. Players are on the bench. Bearded Child's right. They've given up. That's it. That's not good enough at all. We started so well at the start of the season, then it just sort of like started to slip away. Injury crisis happened, and then it was like, right, okay. So yeah, disappointing defeat, sadly. I think that's probably, yeah, Panathinaikos have gone up. 3 games to go. We're at home to Heracles, then we've got Kalitha, then we've got AKB. So, not exactly easy games to finish the season with either. But I mean, second's not... Look, third's not bad, right? Third isn't bad. Okay? It's not bad at all. We just have to try a bit more, you know? For next season, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. So, sign these youngsters that we thought looked okay. Yannikis, of course, we think we've already given him a deal, haven't we? Yeah. You're just taking 240 quid. There's a team called Doxa Dramas. Yeah, we've there is, and again, they're another team that we may have considered. Even Toffee Yogi, even Jade, how are we? Welcome in. Their manager is Savas Pantelidis. Again, Rogi, I don't quite get the reference, but Doxa means glory. Okay. One Greek Super League 2, a Super League North, Super League North and the regional thing, so they're good, aren't they? Mini Fool in with the follow as well. Nice to see you. Appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. I mean, again, they're up there, aren't they? There's two more teams. You've got Diaragis, you've got the Doxers. So, other teams to look out for if you're considering joining the Greek leagues yourselves to have a look at. I mean, look at that. If you've not seen the Diaragis badge, look at that. Absolute beauty, right? Is it worth having a little look and seeing where the Greece job is? Bahrain under 23s, Vietnam, the Brunei job, Cambodia. All potentially jobs that might come up. There was a question about what happened in the Euro 24s. Let's have a little look at that actually. For what it's worth. International Europe. World Cup European. Where is it? Surely it would be. European Football Championship was Belgium won it. Belgium beat Scotland 4-0 in the final. Rogi. What the hell? What happened there? We did we go? Did we see the match? We must have done, surely. 4-0. Jesus. Yeah, we knocked out France. We beat France 2-0 in the semis. We beat Wales in the quarterfinal. England beaten by Czech. Ooh, look at that. We beat Denmark. What was our group? So we lost 3-0 to England in that group. We finished second. We were in with a group with Latvia, Montenegro, and England. FMT derby won by Tony Jameson. Yeah. Look at that. Unbelievable. So there you go. If anyone's interested in the Euro 24s, that I'm gonna have to put that in for the update video, aren't I? When we do that. So Rogi's got all excited because Latvia there. It's a sign I need to restart the Latvia save. You have to, Rogi. You and Latvia are like Scotland and Iron Brew. It goes together perfectly. It has to happen. Has to. The world needs it. What the world needs now is Rogi to manage in Latvia. It's just the little thing that we've been dreaming of. See? Need to do it. Need to do it. Make it so. Who else is managing Latvia? Hands up, by the way. Just a show of hands. Who else is managing Latvia? I haven't, and I must admit, I would quite like to manage it. It seems fun. I was only asking, thinking your final couldn't have been crazier than mine, but it was. Netherlands beating Sweden in the final of Euros, though, JLR. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Netherlands in the final of the Euros. Sweden's an interesting one, but yeah, Scotland getting pumped 4-0 by Belgium. Jesus. Oh, hang on. What's going on there? Corey and Marcajani getting in each other's way. Morgan. Out to Kunteritis. Jean. Liavas. Bazookas over the top. I think we might need to get the big pad out before we finish tonight as well. Do a very, very quick run through as to who we've got in the side. Who's going to be here next season? Who's not? What areas we need to improve on? Is the tactic going to change? Is the style going to change? So many ifs, buts, and maybes in this thing, isn't it? Bazookas, Kunteritis, inside, Jean, Bazookas, pings it at the goalkeeper. Big hands. Again, this is another local derby as well, so it's another one of those ones where we obviously hope to try and have a bit of local pride of sorts, as I'm saying that, and we know we're about to concede a goal. Go on YouTube. You can join in with the chat. Get yourselves involved. Liavas, Bazookas, cleared away. Akore picks it up. Apostolakis, Morgan, Akore, inside. Liavas, Super Mario with the effort. Good save. Whipped in back post. Super Mario thinks about it. Doesn't really enforce himself or impose himself there, does he? Jean, inside. Jean. Doumbia. Pulls it back. Super Mario! Only the 19. Only the 19 for Super Mario this season. But yeah, him and Doumbia doing the bits, right? Doing what they need to do. Evening, Ropper. How are we, buddy? Nice to see you. How are we? Demianos, not local, but they used to be a big club. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I think they're one of the rivals on the actual startup screen. So we're like, ooh, us and Heracles have got a bit of history apparently. So it very much looks like Volos are going to go undefeated all season, by the way. So that's 2 seasons in a row where someone's gone undefeated. Levidiakos went undefeated last season, and then Volos are going to go undefeated this season. Ropper in for 25 months. Wow. Appreciate you, Ropper. Very, very kind indeed. What support from Norway over there. How's the project going? Well, we're going to finish 3rd, Ropper, which is pretty good, right? You know, we finished 3rd overall last season in the 2 in that sort of split division. We finished 3rd and 1 big division now. And yeah, I'm not downhearted. I think there's definitely positives out of what we can see. There's some stuff that we definitely need to improve. Defensively, we are all over the place. We don't have quality at the back. Up front, we're pretty decent. We've now got some training schedules that RDF has designed, so hopefully that'll help us next year. So we also probably need a little bit of work in the back room. So like maybe bring an extra defensive coach in, because again, it's noticeably an area that we need to look at and improve upon. So that's probably going to be the first thing, and then of course just a bit of lack of like strength in depth as well, like because of the fact we've had so many injuries, little niggly injuries. We've not been able to bring players in who've been able to sort of like step up, and because of that, we then obviously feel as though we're lacking a little bit. But we have got Emil Heskey's son on loan, and we've got this lad Doumbia, who is hopefully going to be the guy who's going to shoot us to glory. But great ball through from Super Mario. Let's bring Super Mario off. Let's put Heskey's son on. He can start weighing in with some extra work as well. Doumbia. Apostolakis. Doombia's been a proper find, hasn't he? Like, like I was worried that he was going to be. I was worried I was putting all my eggs in one basket, and I think we were all of the same opinion, being like, he's just, come on, Tony. His attributes are too good. It's just not going to work. But he's bought into the system, hasn't he? And we've got what we need out of him so far. And the good thing is, in a sense, is if he goes, he's going to go for decent money. Like, so we can then look to reinvest that. Hopefully he doesn't leave, of course, and we can use him to get better. But yeah, at least another year with Doumbia would be great. I'm gonna give props to Umbo and Penza for that one. Say it right. I'm gonna presume that he found him. Gortner's in on YouTube, by the way, so welcome in, Gortner. Heskey thinks about it. Liavas, what an effort. Gautner has given us a great message, which I think is potentially in Loco, in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, so I might have to have a quick little translate. But it says here, Tony, mi primera partida on FM24 Corgi Wednesday por Simpatia. So I'm going to say this is my first save in FM24. Yeah? Spanish to English. I'm going to try and do this on Google to see if this works. So bear with me. In my first game on FM, I took Wednesday out of sympathy. When they saw that I had a £136 million debt, I went crazy. Oh, you took Sheffield Wednesday out of sympathy. Got you. You know what? £136 million is ridiculous. Poor Sheffield Wednesday. Poor Sheffield Wednesday. But you know what? That is amazing that you took Wednesday. Well done. Well, that's proper cojones to take Wednesday. I respect that a lot. Please tell me you've stuck with it. Please tell me you've stuck with it. Have you still got Barry Ballon d'Or? Hope you have. Pallid King. Fun fact: Diaragos' club nickname is something which translates to old man. Oh, okay. Well, we've got the we have the Crimson Horses. So I'd rather be the Crimson Horses than the old man. After scoring his last match, Super Mario is one goal away from 20 league goals, which will trigger a bonus of £1,800. We don't have £1,800 to give him. Should we try and maybe like take that out? yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just get the chairman to be like, hey, it's fine. We can totally do that, right? Why don't the fans pay for it? He's a chance of that boy, isn't he? We obviously can't take any of this right now. 40% of a transfer owed to us. Ooh, very nice. Chancery, he's got work on. You know what, Gortner? You've got him. You've got his number, right? You go and you take Sheffield Wednesday to the heights that they deserve to be, okay? Go and push on, my friend. I think you've got it. I think you know what you're doing. Nicholas Lucas might be fairly handy in as an analyst. Michael Lefol. Analysing data 15. Potentials 12 and 11. What do we need? What would you be looking at for a performance analysis? Would you be looking at tactical knowledge? I guess you probably would, wouldn't you? What's his volatile, media friendly, and confrontational? Oh God. Maybe not him. Maybe not him. Right? Okay. Let's continue that. There might be someone else who's not angry. Media profile loves a fucking rook. It's not the way to do it, is it? Pape Castano has joined someone else. Okay, Spanish, that's not a problem. Remove that. 2 games to go, by the way, it's the end of the season, and then we've got to get that notepad out. Start looking at what we can do. Players we like, players we don't like. Actually, 47 players to go through on that report as well. Don't tell RDF there's a selection of players aren't happy about the training methods. I mean, it's, can we look at Sheffield Wednesday's debt in the game? We can. Whether we can see it or not, we don't know. Estimated value £44 million. Finances, it says okay. I don't know how much we'd see what the debt's like, because obviously we haven't got access to all their financial records. But they don't appear to be in debt at this point. They're in the Championship though, so they've been promoted. Barry Ballon d'Or still there. He's the captain. They've got Mike Damaska, who's a 16-year-old German lad. Balance 6.4 million, so they're actually in profit for the first time. Okay, they're not 136 million pound in debt. So there you go. Good luck with that one. Or maybe what it says is that eventually things work out fine. So it's going to be all right. Yeah, it's going to be okay. There's our scholars, our class of 25. Does the Championship give good TV money? It must give a decent amount. Yeah, certainly better than what we're getting in Greece. You know, I mean, our TV deal is what, pennies, I think. Like, how much money do we make? Where do we find the income from this? Sponsorship income. There you go. We're 6th. 325k. PAOK Salonika, 11 million. AEK Athens, 9 million. Volos, 1.3 million. There's a slight disparity. Costly Axis. Ouch indeed. Ouch indeed. I mean, we've got the 3rd biggest stadium in the league, though. 3rd most expensive season tickets. Oh, it's sold, yeah. 417 tickets. We brought in 25 grand, so not quite AK's 4 million, obviously. But we'll be all right. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Costly Access in with a follow there. Thank you very much for that. I think it has debts and loans on Wednesday. Does it have debts and loans on Wednesday? Unless it's here, then we won't be able to see it, because obviously we haven't got without getting into their actual finances, we won't be able to see that. So it looks like you're probably okay. Eventually it turns out they've they must have a new thing. So have they had a new? Tell you what, you'll see landmarks relegated from the Championship. Staff. Where do you see about their finances? Yeah, nothing. Doesn't say anything there about issues. And presumably the chairman is still in situ as well. Because you can't see. Yeah, we haven't obviously got anything on there, so yeah. Presumably he's still there. Or he's sold up. Either way. Yeah. Caligarinas wants the analysis job. Costas Katsis. Technical knowledge is good, but his understanding of analytics not brilliant. B3 and Com, welcome in. Nice to see you. Let's keep it going, Will. I think this is where Volos get the title. Nino's wanted now by Alikos. Panios want to take Praveshkas. Can you please check your DOB or Build a Nation composition names? What do you mean? BOD? What's BOD? What's a composition name? Board composition. What do you mean? Like who's on my board? Yeah, I've got hold on. All. So Archelaus and Tivelis, Costas Cotarellis, and Nikos Dabizas. So if one of them is you, then yeah, that's where you are. I'm not sure whether they're real or not, but evening, Mr. Maggio. How are you, sir? Welcome in. How is life treating you? Larisa used to have some notorious guys on the board. Oh, did they? Well, thankfully not anymore. Thankfully not anymore. We're only got good people now. You should also follow Maggio, by the way, and go and do so, and also follow our new show, the Football Shirt Social, over on YouTube. So make sure you get yourselves signed up to that. And yeah, Maggio went and spent a lot of money, so we'll be talking about that tomorrow when we record the episode. We've got ourselves a cracking guest as well, by the way, so we're very, very excited about that, which I'm sure you're going to love when you see it on Monday when the show drops. So please go and have a little watch of it. Feedback's been pretty good so far, to be honest. We've been quite excited by that. I think people seem to get on board with the idea of us chatting nonsense about football shirts, so it's been good. Come and get yourself involved. Drop a follow on it. That'd be much appreciated. And yeah, just come and hang out. Let us know what your favourite football shirts are. Let us know if there's something you want us to talk about. Or talk to, I should say, more accurately. But yeah, it's all good. It's all fun. Yeah, Si spent a lot of money on Black Friday, but also won a lot as well, which I'm sure we'll talk about on tomorrow's show. And of course, if you are still in the mood for more things to come and hang out with and watch, the FM show, of course, every single Wednesday is out there as well. And yeah, and of course join our Discord as well for the Football Shirt Social. Very cool, nice place to hang out. Greece is good, Si. Thank you. Greece is very good. We're going to finish third, so like expectation was to finish in the top half, so certainly not dreadful. If anything, we've overachieved. The media predicted us to finish second, which was when we had Yanam and Villa. And then after that, Volos look like they're going to go unbeaten all season. Pantelikos have been more consistent than we've been. And we've been quite leaky down this right-hand side, to be honest. I think Apostolakis is not the right back, to be honest. Almost all Greek owners have been notorious at some point. See, it's fine. See, it's all right for you to say that, Damianos, because we can't say that personally. I can't be like, hey, I tell you what, the Greek lads have had some dodgy owners, because then it comes across quite bad. Obviously, I'll make suggestions of other nations in modern day times, but hopefully the way we're playing now is that it's clean now. It's good, right? Olympiacos, of course, the exception. But let's build that nation. Let's make it better. You know, we're here for a nice time. Didn't Nikos Dabazas play in the Premier League? He did. Chewy on YouTube. He was the guy that got turned by Dennis Bergkamp, turned inside out. Nikos Dabazas still doesn't know how that's happened. In fact, I still don't know how that's happened. I still don't really know how Bergkamp's done that turn. It's just too good. It's too good. Pretty much every club in every country's had a notorious owner. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It was a fluke and you know it. All right, Johnny Sharples, calm down. If it was Heskey doing that, yes, absolutely a fluke. Absolutely a fluke. Because it's Bergkamp, you know he's done it. You know he knows what he's doing. Apostolakis' father, by the way, is a Greek legendary right back. See, I didn't want to just presume that was the situation, Tyrrell. I didn't want to presume that he was related to Apostolakis. I think I actually asked at one point when we signed him, I was like, is he related to Apostolakis? Because he was brilliant. You're right. Like I'm all on board with that. But this guy just gets caught a little bit out of position for me too often. And I think he's not given enough protection, I think. So it's more my fault than his, in fairness. So don't badmouth Heskey. It takes skill to hit a corner flag when shooting. Oh yeah. What's this? What's this as a stand? Oh, let's start with the corner and fill it in from there, shall we? They're on the beach, this lot. Oh. Hello, Mad FM. Welcome. How are you, buddy? We're not seeing you around for a while. Fionn Kiley, there is indeed a raid. The Guinness glasses are out. Rocket Dan in with the follow. Appreciate you all. Thank you very, very much for coming and seeing what is the penultimate match of our second season in Greece. We are, unfortunately, 2-0 down, which is... So you've come at a really difficult time, if I'm honest. We were debating the Nikos Dabazas situation where Dennis Bergkamp, of course, knew exactly what he was doing to turn Dabazas, because Dabazas is our director of football, you see, man. That's what it is. That's the link right there. How's the stream, by the way? How is life treating you? Are you in, I want to say Bologna? Are you in Bologna still? Or have you gone somewhere else? Shot over the top there. If you don't follow Mad, by the way, make sure you do, and make sure you follow the 5-Star Potential podcast as well. I don't know if have we got a short link for the 5-star? We might have we? Let me try it. Bologna was FM21. I mean, right, and what's your point? Where are you now then? COVID was tough. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's the thing. It all blurs into one, doesn't it? You know. Where are you now then? Where's your thing? Right, this is what we want. This is the 5-Star Potential podcast. Sweden, yes, AIK. That's right. That's where you are. You know what? I even saw the bloody tweet this afternoon as well. That's the problem. I saw your AIK. I was like, I keep remembering going, that's a brilliant save. It's a great idea. We love a bit of Scandinavia. Because last year you were the Harlem Globetrotters. See, I remember. Lay off the off and drink more. I think it's drink more is always the answer, Mad, isn't it? It's always the answer. Brilliant goal. Dabazas was a good defender. Yeah, agreed. Damianos. What about Odd? Odd were fantastic. They're the proper. They're our Norwegian side, you see. Super Mario with a goal. The fuck is that stand? It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's stupid. Look at this, everyone. So this apparently is what they thought was the way that their stadium was going to get built. Like, let's start with the corner first. We'll ignore the fact that they've got a school here, okay? And then a burger van here. And they go... "Ah." And I don't know if these are like... I'm not sure if they're the floodlights. They put 2 floodlights over the one bit of stadium. You know? Interesting, isn't it? Most of the time, FM can't do corners of stadiums. Sometimes it only does corners. Yeah. Maybe they went, stadiums are going to cost a lot, aren't they? Just do the corner. Like, we're only a full stand to do it. Start in that bit and work out. Build out. And Corey gives away a corner. Batman says the team you've picked is the only Greek club outside the top 5 that's ever won the league title. It's a good choice for rebuild. We know exactly that, Batman. That's to be fair. That's the one of the main reasons that we've chosen to do it, because of the fact that they've been the only side outside the top 5 to do it, and because of that, we definitely need to help rebuild them. Yeah, and we want to do it. We've got 15 years. Get in, Doumbia. This is our guy, by the way. Everyone who's coming from Madstream, this is our guy. Mamadou Doumbia, 19-year-old Malian striker, signed from the Black Stars in Mali. I'll show you him now, actually. Even though it's mid-game, I'm going to show you just how good he is. Okay? Signed up on a free. Look at this lad. 15 for acceleration. 15 for decision-making. 18 for determination. 14 for finishing. 14 for dribbling, 15 for first touch, 13 for heading. He's going to get better as well. 8 goals in 15 games, 5 assists. Mamadou Doumbia, he's the man that we need. Right, he's the man for all occasions. Chat over on YouTube. Bergkamp never beat Germany 5-1 away. Heskey did. Yeah, but, you know, oh, for God's sake, we're going straight down to Casitas. Winter is coming in Hee-Hawn by FM24. Life is wonderful, says Gautner. I mean, yeah, winter in Hee-Hawn is not quite as winter in the UK, is it? Bounce, no worries, Mad. Always a pleasure having you in. We'll see you soon, I'm hoping. Kashi with a save. João Domingues in with a follow as well. Thank you very, very much. Pleasure to see you in here. It's going to be heartbreaking when the board's selling for 250 grand in the summer. I know, isn't it? And then we get given like 40 grand to reinvest. It's going to be horrific. But let's admit we knew he was there. We enjoyed him when he was there. But sadly he had to go. He had to return to his own planet. Yes, it'll be heartbreaking. It's almost as heartbreaking as the fact that we're putting Heskey on again. I'm thinking Heskey's going to be the guy that's going to help change this match. For the better as well. Not even just like change this match for the worse. Jean, down the line, to not Heskey. I think you have to... I don't know if you can do links or not, side, but I've had to physically paste them in the chat. So, but they're not to suggest you leave Twitch. So they're YouTube links. But yeah, what do you mean? Is it not showing up in the YouTube chat? If it's not, then oops. Heskey, what a little backheel, Morgan. Doumbia, get in. Now we're talking. That's more like it. Heskey made that goal. Look at this. A back heel from Heskey. JJ Morgan. Doumbia with a header. Come on. The Rainmaker. We are definitely using the Saz skin. Saz 24. That's us right now. 3-3 against Khalitha. Please don't go down to the other end and score. Oh, you bastards. All the information is in that pack, Rainmaker. Click in the pack, download it, and then you add it into a folder in your documents called skins. And then on the preferences, you click install, pop the skin in, and it pops out. That's how you do it. There's also a couple of handy YouTube tutorials as well, where people talk you through it. Things like Second Yellow Card, for example, talks you how to use this actual skin and install it. So that's probably the best place to go first of all. Someone like FM24 maybe has made quite a good video about skins as well, and there's definitely stuff on the manager's seat. So I'd check out all those if you're really struggling. Yeah. And they literally talk you how to do this actual skin as well. Corey. Can't believe we've done this. 4-3 down now. Players are definitely on the beach, aren't they? Morgan. We've got to play AK on the final game of the season, and there's a chance now that we could even finish the game on fourth. Heskey. Offside. Damn it. Talking about Heskers, I never thought I'd see you sign a Heskey. To be fair, the director of football suggested that we sign him because we needed a striker. And we brought him in, and he's sort of been as we'd expect, to be honest. He's not been great. He's not been dreadful. He hasn't managed to oust Doumbia and Super Mario from the starting position, so you would suggest, therefore, he's not actually good enough to do that. Yeah, he's not actually better than what we've got. So that says a lot for a Heskey, doesn't it? That tells you everything you need to know about Heskies. There they are, coming into our Greek second division, still not actually being good enough to be the first team, to be the first name on the team sheet. Unbelievable. Is it Emil's boy? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's Jaden. He's at Man City in real life. So yeah, he's come down. Caligaropoulos. Hang on, Caligaropoulos has left with a game to go. Quite a lot of ex-players, kids in the game this year. Yeah, loads, isn't there? 13 for sports science, 17 for adaptability, 13 for people management, 6 for physio. What is it I need for sports science? Is it literally just sports science? Cypriot? He might be the guy. Savage, Van Bommel, Van Persie, 2 Kluiverts. 1 scored today on his first Premier League goal. Oh, okay. So I do just need sports science. So he could be the guy then. And adaptability for coming from overseas. He is, yeah. So he's coming from Cyprus, 17 for adaptability. So he could come in, couldn't he? He could be our sports science guy. Yeah. Right, we might have a sports science, possibly. We'll see. We'll see. 20 goals in all matches. Yeah, Super Mario has broken the 20 goals mark. So we've got to pay him some money now, which we don't really have. That's backfired on us a little bit. We've also got Joris Okore, who used to play for Villa and Copenhagen. We've got him at the back. And we've actually got a release fee of 20 grand for him, because we were literally scrabbling to bring him in. Just like, look, sign for us because we need a centre back, and we'll give you a release fee of 20 grand. And to be fair, he's not really justified his signing. I don't think a training rate of 5.5. He's not putting the work in, So we've got a lot of work to do in the summer with regards to recruitment, making everyone look better. Right, sports scientist is in. I remember we tried to sign Bergkamp's son a couple of years ago, I think it was, wasn't it? When we were doing the journeyman save. Youssef Obama. Egyptian. 29 years old, we don't need him now. He can go elsewhere. So Volos are out to clinch the title. Surely they've won the title already. They must have done. They haven't. Have they dropped points? Did they lose games? They did. Oh, look at that. They thought they were going to go unbeaten, and they didn't. So it's Volos versus Dax Dramas. I mean, realistically, they are winning the title, aren't they? We've got to play AEK, so as long as we win or draw, we'll finish third. An AEK win will actually see us slip to fourth on the final day of the season. That just feels like the worst way to end the season, and it just literally just like limp over the line and be like, oh God. It turned out we couldn't even get over the line. Like, that'd be horrific. Petralis can go back in there. Pedroso is probably just about fit enough. Stick Contreras out. Contreras can come out for DL. How are we going to have a better season next year? I think next year we need to have a focus on defence. I think that's got to be our primary target when it comes to recruitment. We've got to be sitting there looking at how can we make better defensive decisions, be it recruitment, be it tactical. I think that's what we need to look at, because ultimately that's what's cost us. There's been games where we've been in the match and then we've ended up like letting silly goals go in. It's cost us points. That match there, we've just lost 4-3. Like, it's tough. It's tough. Batman, in real life, the second division, there's 2 groups with 12 teams each. By default, it's 20 teams in the game, or you play with a mod. No, we're in the second season, Batman, so the league format changes next season. So it goes from two tiers or 2 divisions to just 1. So we finished second last season. We finished second in the North Division, behind Lividiakos. And we're like, okay, that's pretty good. Like, we would have also finished second in the South as well. We didn't have more points than the team that won the South Division. So we would have finished third overall last season. We finished third overall this season, potentially. So I will take that. We'll take that. If we can finish third again, then it shows we're on an upward trajectory, but are we ready to take that step up? That's the question, isn't it? Frank picks the ball up. I think we might be about to finish fourth. I can't be upset with fourth, that's the problem. Especially when it's someone like AAK as well, who obviously, you know, have so much more than what everyone else has got. Like their second team is better than, or should theoretically be better than everyone else's. They're playing first team as bloody B teams. I bet they probably are. I bet they are. Third season in Division 2. We finished fourth. Is it wrong that I feel a bit disappointed now with that? I was so positive before. I was like, you know what? Yeah, fourth's fine. Fourth's fine. Like, it just feels... Now it feels like we've slipped away. Before, I didn't feel like we'd thrown anything away. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, like, finishing third is okay. We haven't bottled anything, but now I'm like, yeah, maybe. I mean, that's exactly what we're doing at this point, Zar. We're losing third in the final match, and I think now is the point where everyone's going to go, yeah, now you've bottled it. Now you've fucked it. Ian and Owen, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you, Ian. Hope you're good. Welcome. Yeah, I think this is the more. Go on, Heskey. On you go. Super Mario's coming off. Last home game of the season, we brought Super Mario off at half time. We're 2-0 down. We'll see what we can do. Ottoman wins the ball, loses the ball. Heskey there, can't complain. How's Greece? Greece is good. Greece is good, although we are just about to relinquish third place and finish fourth on the final day of the season, as AEK is going to overtake us. We're expecting to finish mid-table though, so you know what I mean. Like, I can't really complain. Although I'm a bit disappointed because we've been there or thereabouts all season, and a little bit of injuries, a little bit of sloppy form, some really poor defending. It's cost us in the second half of the season. We started the season really brightly, like 13 games unbeaten. We were looking good. As I say, unfortunately, then just a lack of strength in depth, a lack of fitness, some silly decisions, and yeah, we slipped down the table. So it now looks like we're going to finish in fourth, which isn't dreadful, but I kind of feel a little bit gutted now. I've had a brave face on it all night. But yeah, you know, it's gonna be fine. But then I think when the reality hits, it's just like, oh, really, we're gonna finish fourth. Fine, you know, it's one of those. Do you have a favourite Wonder Kid to go after? No. I'll be honest, Costly, I probably won't come across a single Wonder Kid this year. I didn't last year, so all the Wonder Kids that I will see will be new gens. Just due to the way that I play it, I don't play with top nations. So people in the chat will be able to tell you who the Wonder Kids are. They'll be able to recommend them all day long, but I will never see them. I don't think until they're about 42 or something. Maybe we need to challenge the board expectations a bit too. They're a bit relaxed. Not really, because what we also need there is by having it as a top half table finish, then it gives us a bit more stability so we don't feel the pressure to get sacked. The fact we're 4-0 down might be something that will be sackable. I don't play with top nations yet. Yeah, I don't play with top nations. I make top nations. Yeah, I'll bring those players to Greece. But at the minute, no one really. Couldn't tell you. Presumably the answer is, I don't know. I can't. You know, I genuinely can't even take a guess. Is it Heskey's son? Petralis down the line. Inside. Pedroso drilled straight at the defender. I mean, 4-0 defeat at the end of the season. That's shocking, isn't it? At home. Need to do a Conte at Spurs speech. I need the context. What's that? What is that? What's Conte at Spurs mean? Is that where he goes? Everything's just fine. It's totally fine. We're going to build a nation. We're not here just for a couple of weeks. We're here for a long time. Plagas. Comebacks on, everyone. Comebacks on. Right, Pedroso's gone off. We've got a big decision to make in the summer. I think it's a good result to have in a weird way. It gives you an idea of what needs to be fixed. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And we need to have a conversation because I think we need to do things slightly differently next year. Maybe. He told him the club was getting nowhere with current ambitions levels and then they sacked him. Yeah, I don't think they'll do that. I mean, Dear Agus have got a really, really nice badge, but I don't think that's that's enough even for me to sort of be like, right, why did you take Dear Agus? Well, what we did was we told the board they were a bunch of dicks and they sacked us and then went with a team that's got a really lovely badge. How do you find free transfers when you don't have scouts? You can go to the player search function and just look for players who are unattached. Rainmaker. It's kind of what we're going to be doing, to be honest, in the summer. And what I would recommend is trialing them. Try and get them for 4 weeks if you can. Then that gives you a bit of extra bit of sort of information about those players. You get to learn a bit more about them. So get them in for trial, particularly during the pre-season. Bring them in and they can have a bit of nosy about making judgment on them then. And go from there. Soccer scenarios. How is it going? How is it growing? Greece. To be fair, I'm not sure Greece has grown too much just yet. We're about to finish 4th in the second division for the second season run, and we're not going to get promoted. That is the end of the season. That is us. That is a dreadful performance, in a sense. Rogi's right, though. It gives us something to think about. We are going to finish 4th. Which is a shame, which is a shame, but as I keep saying, we were expected to finish mid-table, right? So it's not the end of the world. We have more points than we did last season, okay? Volos have won the league. We've just been given 81 grand. We've paid out 17. There is 2 promotion spots. So Volos have gone up as champions. Pantalaikos have gone up in second place. In the end, there was only 2 points between those two. Then it was AEK. They've sneaking on the final day of the season, overtaken us in 4th. But then look at that. We're 9 points clear of AEK. So we're up there or thereabouts, right? We're there fighting in that sort of like top half of the league. So things look different, right? Season preview, we were expected to be up there. I mean, that's changed. There's no way that we were supposed to be the top one. That's after we brought extra players in, So that's what it looks like, okay? Right, that's the end of the season, right there. Batman in with a follow. Max Patrickson in with a follow as well. Appreciate you both. thank you very, very much, of course, for being part of the stream. And of course, everyone who's in YouTube as well. It's always nice to have some YouTube viewers in. Docs Dramas have gone down. Tricala have gone down. Diaragas have gone down. Aya Carlos have gone down. Coming down from the Greek top division is going to be Yanakos and Levidiakos have come down. They were safe. They bottled it, not me. They bottled it. Look at that. They were 8th, and they've fallen all the way down once they're into that relegation group. So, in a sense, they're fairly handy. They were really, really good last season, so that might be tricky that they've come back down. So they're going to be difficult to beat. Ionokos are probably going to be tricky to beat as well, I'd imagine. Have they got money? Maybe. How long have they been in the top division? 2 seasons. They finished bottom both times. Right, okay. So they're a team that they're expected to come down. Fine. Okay. They were both expected to go down as well, so fair enough. Pantelikos and Volos were expected to go back up. So it sort of made sense, right? Where we need to be then, realistically, going forward, is Rogi's right, okay? We've got a striker, and this is what we're going to have to do on Monday night now. So we're not going to stream on Sunday night. We're going to stream on Monday. Because Sunday is myself and Si going to be doing the football shirt social, right? We're recording that. Unless, of course, we decide, hey, you know what, we've done it quickly, let's jump straight on. We won't have. We're going to be doing just that. We'll save this for Monday night, okay? So this gives you an idea of what to come into on Monday. Pens, paper, trifles, tins of hooch, cups of tea, whatever you've got, okay? Let's start planning, okay? Up front, Rogi's right. Let's build the team around Dumbia. Okay, let's presume he's still going to be here next season. Okay, let's hope the board don't do something stupid and sell him for 250 grand. Right? 10 goals in 17 games. He came in January. His upper echelon value is £2.8 million. Yeah. We need to keep this guy in. We need to improve him. We need to basically build the team around him. Okay? He's got to be the one. I've already got the trifle in, Luffy, don't worry. The trifle is already here. We have that. He's on 1,400 quid now. I am tempted. Well, maybe we consider upping his wages, possibly. We don't know. See if he'll take another contract for another year. Maybe. Right? Super Mario has a contract till next season. He scored 20 goals in 35 games. Up front, we aren't really struggling. Yeah, we're going to get goals up front. The question that I'm going to put to you, and I want you to have a think about this tonight, and then when you come back on Monday, we need to talk about it. We need to have a think. Players like Orteman, brilliant. Right, FMFC, love the streams. Love you too. Thank you, FMFC. Appreciate you being in. Genuinely, very, very kind, and I appreciate that you enjoy it. Like, because I enjoy it. I think this is like a good way of doing how we sort of do this stuff. So it's always nice to get feedback, positive and negative. But no, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, Orteman, for example, brilliant player, excellent player. He only played 24 games for us. 7 goals, 8 assists, 7.23 average rating, 100%, brilliant. Demianos, good night, buddy. See you on Monday, we hope. See you on Monday. Thank you very much for being in. He's two grand, and he's wanted by a team that's in the top division. He could be going. Rogi's right. We could maybe say, you know what? Let's bank 2 grand wages as harsh as it is, we might have to let him go. And we might have to do the same with Pedroso as well, because look at that. He's not done well this season, mind. He's been out injured for most of it. And when he's played, he's not been as good as he was last season. But then he scored 9 goals and got 4 assists. So what's gone wrong? Like, where are we at with him? Again, wanted by Volos, who've just been promoted, and he's on $2,000. If we can replace someone financially with better, then we've got to try. That's what we're going to have to do. Soccer scenarios. On Monday, we're going to have to spin a whole bunch of money around, because financially, we're not in good shape. Okay, there's going to be a lot of players that can leave. If we look at our contract expiring, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 players whose contracts are out and will expire at the end of the season. 21, including loan players, right? That will leave us, as we like, with a squad of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players. 10. Leave us with a squad of 10 players. And of those 10 players, we don't want them all. We don't want all those 10 players either. So that's going to be fun. Some of these guys that are on contract till 2029, they are 17. They're our youngsters, right? So let's have a think. Shall we? We're going to have to play the game. We're going to have to look at distributing wages, because do we spend $2,000 on Ottoman? Do we spend $2,000 on Pedroso? Do we spin money around? Kunteritas 1.6, 1.6 for Petralis. Yeah, it's always going to be deja vu. Zar, this is like lower league management, really. Every season, looking, going, what is the situation next year? Are players going to leave? Are players going to stay? We can't necessarily guarantee that. So we've got to look and go, right, who's done well, who hasn't? Who can we afford to get rid of? Who can we bring in that's going to either do exactly the same job for cheaper or a better job for cheaper? Look at the loan market. We're now 2 years into the save, so we're going to have some better data. We're going to have more players in the database. We've already seen that players are available to come in from England, so that's helping us. Our scouts have actually started to get some players in the background. So maybe this is the time we just roll the dice a little bit. Levi Brett, for a casual FM player, would you recommend buying 24? Do you think it's better to wait for 25's new engine and stick with 23 for another year? I'm torn. It's a difficult one, to be honest, Levi, because I think FM23 played really well. I liked FM23. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it. I think FM24 plays better. FM24 can also have backwards compatibility, so you can bring your FM23 save into FM24. The issue I would have right now with FM25 is we don't know how the new match engine is going to play. We're assuming it's going to go really well. But if you're doing something completely brand new, remember, there is a potential, and I almost feel like this is like a legal disclaimer at this point, there is a potential that maybe it might not be super slick from day one. So you've got to consider that, okay? If you've got the money to buy FM24, personally, I would. If you can afford it, I personally would. If you are a bit strapped for cash and you're happy with FM23, I would stay with FM23. Like, unless you're absolutely done, which it doesn't sound like you are, then You know what I mean? Like, it depends on where you are with your save for FM23 as well. Like, I know you say you're a casual gamer there, but like, if you've got a save that you really enjoy, then you kind of like want to keep it going. But if you, I suppose technically people still buy FIFA every year, don't they? And they're casual gamers, I would say. Um, it's the best football management game of all time. I mean, yeah, it is. It absolutely is. But I guess it's got to come down to a load of different factors, really. And it's going to be things like financial has to be the first thing you think about, really. Like, financially, can you justify buying it? Like, if you can't, then I would say no straight away. If you get a bit of, what do they call it, a bit of FOMO, if you've got a bit of FOMO of, like, oh god, everyone's playing FM24, it looks really great, it's got all the new transfers, it's got all the new players, the new leagues, like, yeah, then yeah, absolutely you're gonna have to be in thinking about it. But like, I know people who still play FM10, so it's like, don't feel pressured into buying the new game just because other people have got it. You've got to look at your own situation, and if it balances out and it seems like a decent idea, then yeah, go for it. I think FM24 is really good, but as I say, I also thought FM23 was really good, and as Owen says, there wasn't many of us defending it. But I thought, you know what, it made you play in a different way, and I think that some people weren't happy about that, and I'll leave it at that. that's where I sit on that hill. I appreciate the insight. Yeah, no, to be fair, it's more my opinion. I'm not paid, and I'm not paid by SI to sort of like give my views. I know we've got a podcast and stuff, and we get really good access to SI, but we still say, if something's wrong, we still go and talk to them and go, look, that don't work, or you know what, maybe you might want to have a little look at that, or does this work the way that you think it's supposed to work, or how are we doing this wrong? So, but yeah, we still have to address things that if it don't work. But why do people talk about FM25 having a new match engine? Is it confirmed? Yeah, so it's got a new everything, to be honest, and render. They've got to strip it all back and start building in a brand new thing. So yeah, because they're doing it in Unity, they're building everything. So it's got to have a new AI, a new match engine, new animations, new graphics, new sounds, new everything. So that's a lot of things that can go wrong from day one. Just think about it like that. It's a lot of things that might not work straight away. I'm sure they will. Because they have, like, they put a lot of work in, right? But just remember, there's a possibility that it might take a little bit of time to glean it out. Does anyone know when I'm talking about the video of the lower league team singing in the change room last week? Can't find the video anywhere. No idea. What team do I support? I'm a Sunderland fan, Batman. Do you know if there's a sports game made with Unity? I don't actually. I don't. City Skylines, I think, is the thing that they've been saying. Like, that's I know that's not a sports game, but they were saying that that's the thing to sort of say, look, that's what can be done. Depending on what old FM was built with, it could definitely have a lot of underlying code ported over. I don't understand a thing of how they're going to do it, to be honest. So I'm not a coder. I'm not a developer, and so Axis Football is made with Uni. Then it's going to be the greatest game of all time, Rugio. We've already cracked Axis. We know how to do that. So there you go. We've already got one step ahead of everybody. Yeah, we're going to be the best FM manager of all time. And you're right, yeah, RDF is very, very famously... RDF definitely does like to give his opinion, doesn't he? Did I play the old CM games? Yes, I absolutely. I've played every version. I'm a lifer. Ruggy. I've been in since day dot. Sunday Night Football Manager coming to FM25. We need to get back. We need to get the Axis League going after Christmas as well, by the way. So we'll get the TJFL up and running in time for the Super Bowl. So that, however, that right there is the end of season 2, fourth Fourth's all right. You know what I mean? Wage budget, not brilliant, but look, everyone else is happy. Apart from the fans, really. It's going to be okay, right? It's going to be okay. Yeah. So let's look at the jobs. The Ironakis job is up. The Brunei job, possibly Cambodia, maybe. There's no Greece job yet, so we need the Greece job to come up. Fourth is always a bit of a shitter where you could have been, but it could have been much worse. Exactly. Like, I mean, we were second, we were third, we finished fourth. That'll do. That's not a bad line, is it? But when you're third all the way to then slip at the end, it's like, fine. Okay. Not the end of the world, but we move. Yeah. Cool. Right. I've had fun. I've had a lot of fun. Thank you so much, of course, for everyone who's been in, chilling with us. Chewy over at YouTube. See you later, buddy. We'll catch you soon. Of course, thank you for everyone who's been in the YouTube stream as well. Genuinely appreciate you all. And, of course, everyone who's been over in Twitch. You've been here. You're the OGs. You've been here for a long, long time. YouTube's just wandering and just trying to, like, mop up now, innit? Been like, oh, hi, we're YouTube. Like, yeah, we know. So let's go and pass our love on to someone who is doing some stuff and might want some followers, do we think? Let's see what we've got. Is that... okay. This could be fun. Scarborough Athletic. That's where we're going, right? This guy has got 33 followers. Let's go and give him some more, shall we? Rummy, heard you're a Sunderland fan. Decided to follow. Appreciate you, Rumney. Bring it on. Yeah, come back on Monday then. We'll talk Sunderland. Right? iPower as well. Appreciate the follow also. Thank you so much for everyone, by the way, who's been in tonight. Genuinely appreciate it. Take care, everyone. We'll see you Monday. Let's go and give some love to Chucky. And then, yeah, we'll all go and support Scarborough for a little bit in his stream. Yeah, show him some love. Chuck a follow on him. And, yeah, we'll see you soon. Take it easy, everyone. Bye now.